Imagine waking up to silence, no family bustling around, no friends dropping by. It's a reality for 27% of Americans over 65, living alone, often feeling isolated. But what if loneliness isn't your fate? Instead of dreading quiet days, you can embrace them with joy. Science shows social connection cuts depression risk by 40%. This video reveals 10 simple habits, like chatting with a neighbor or savoring a morning walk, that transform solitude into fulfillment. These aren't just tasks, they're your path to a vibrant life. Stick with us to discover how small choices today can spark happiness tomorrow. 1. Connect with others. Loneliness can creep in when you're older, especially if you're living solo, but staying connected with others is the most powerful way to keep your spirits high and your health strong. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that feeling isolated can harm your heart and mind as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, raising risks for depression and even memory loss. But here's the good news. You don't need big gatherings to feel part of something. Small, everyday moments of connection can light up your life. Take George, an 80-year-old widower from Houston. After losing his wife, he felt adrift, spending days alone with just the TV for company. Then he decided to change things up. He started joining a weekly bingo game at the local community center, where he swapped stories and laughs with new friends. He also made a habit of calling his grandkids every Sunday for a quick 5-minute chat over FaceTime, sharing jokes and hearing about their school adventures. Those simple steps made him feel alive again, like he belonged somewhere. You can do the same, no matter how busy life seems for others. Try picking up the phone to catch up with an old friend for just 5 or 10 minutes, maybe reminisce about a funny memory. Or head to the library for a book club where you can share thoughts on a good read. Even a quick hello to the cashier at the grocery store can spark a warm moment. These aren't chores, they're little bridges to joy. If getting out is tough, technology makes it easy. Send a text, join a Facebook group for hobbyists, or smile during a video call. George found that his bingo nights and Sunday calls didn't just fill time, they gave him stories to share and reasons to smile. The best part? Connection doesn't take much. A short chat, a kind word, or a shared laugh can recharge your heart. It's about feeling seen, valued, and part of the world around you. Start today with one call or one hello, and watch how it turns a quiet day into one filled with warmth and purpose. 2. Keep your body moving. Staying active as you age isn't just about staying fit, it's about keeping your energy up, your joints loose, and your independence strong. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention notes that falls are the top cause of injuries for folks over 65, but regular movement can cut that risk and boost your mood and memory too. You don't need to hit the gym or run a mile to feel the benefits. Small daily steps make a huge difference. Consider Ellen, a 78-year-old retiree from Tampa. After years of sitting more than moving, she noticed her knees ached, and climbing stairs felt like a chore. She thought it was just part of getting older, but then she decided to try something new. Ellen joined a chair yoga class at her local community center, spending 20 minutes a day stretching gently to soothing music. She also started walking a half-mile loop around her neighborhood each morning, enjoying the fresh air and waving to neighbors. Within weeks, she felt stronger, slept better, and even had more pep for her daily tasks. You can find your own way to move, no matter your starting point. A 20-minute stroll through a park, some light stretching while watching TV, or tending to a small garden can get your blood flowing and your muscles engaged. If getting around is tricky, try sitting and standing from a chair 10 times in a row. It's simple but builds strength for things like getting out of bed or carrying groceries. Ellen found that her yoga and walks didn't just help her body. They gave her a reason to get up and greet the day. Movement isn't about pushing yourself too hard. It's about feeling good in your own skin. Community centers often offer free classes like Tai Chi or water aerobics, perfect for easing into activity. Even light housework, like sweeping the porch, counts. The key is to make it a habit, like brushing your teeth. Those 20 or 30 minutes a day aren't just exercise. They're your ticket to staying sharp, steady, and ready for whatever comes next. Start with a short walk or a few stretches today, and you'll be amazed at how much more alive you feel tomorrow. 3. Practice gratitude. As you get older, it's easy to dwell on what's gone, friends who've moved on, health that's changed, or moments you miss. But focusing on what you still have can turn your whole outlook around, filling your days with warmth and calm. A Harvard study found that jotting down things you're thankful for can cut stress by 23%, helping you sleep better and feel more content. It's not about ignoring tough times. It's about choosing to notice the good stuff, no matter how small. Take Walter, a 79-year-old from Portland, who felt weighed down after losing his partner. His days dragged, filled with thoughts of what used to be. Then he tried something simple. Every evening, he wrote down 3 things that brought him a bit of joy, like the taste of his morning coffee, a sunny afternoon, or a kind word from a neighbor. It took just 3 minutes, but after a couple of weeks, Walter noticed he wasn't just getting by. He was actually looking forward to his days. You can do this too, and it's easier than you think. Grab a notebook and spend a few minutes before bed listing 3 things that made you smile: a good meal, a favorite song on the radio, or even a quiet moment on your porch. If writing's not your thing, think about them while sipping your morning tea or sitting outside for 5 minutes, letting the good feelings sink in. Walter started adding a short walk to his routine, reflecting on his list as he strolled a quarter-mile down his street, and it made his heart feel lighter. You don't need fancy tools or hours of time, just a moment to pause and appreciate what's right in front of you. Try it when you're having coffee or winding down at night. It's like flipping a switch in your mind, helping you see the brightness even on cloudy days. Those few minutes aren't just a habit, they're a way to find peace and carry it with you. Start tonight with one thing you're grateful for, and you'll feel the difference tomorrow. 4. Build a daily routine. When you're older and living alone, days can blur together, leaving you feeling unmoored without a sense of purpose. A simple daily routine can change that, giving you structure and a reason to greet each morning with energy. It's not about packing your schedule with tasks, it's about creating a flow that feels good and keeps you grounded. Studies show that having a routine can boost mental clarity and reduce feelings of loneliness by 30%. Consider Paul, a 75-year-old retiree from Cleveland who felt lost after his kids moved away. His days dragged, with no clear start or end, until he decided to take charge. Paul set his alarm for 7 a.m., started each morning with a cup of coffee in the local newspaper, then took a 15-minute walk around his block, a quarter-mile loop that woke up his body and mind. By lunchtime, he'd plan a small task, like tending his tomato plants, and in the afternoon, he'd call a friend for a quick 10-minute chat. Evenings were for relaxing with a book or a favorite show. Those small habits didn't just fill time, they gave Paul a sense of control and joy. You can build your own routine, tailored to what you love. Wake up at the same time each day, maybe enjoy oatmeal or toast for breakfast, then set aside 20 minutes for something you enjoy, reading, gardening, or even sorting through old photos. Add a moment to connect, like texting a grandkid, and carve out time to unwind, maybe listening to music before bed. Paul found that his routine wasn't rigid. It was a rhythm that made every day feel meaningful, like he was steering his own ship. You don't need a complicated plan, just a few anchors to guide you. If mornings are slow, start with a light stretch or a call to a neighbor. Community centers often share free calendars for local events to spark ideas. Those 7 a.m. coffee moments or short walks aren't just habits. They're your way of saying today matters. Try setting a wake-up time tomorrow, add one small task, and see how it lifts your spirit by day's end. 5. Keep your mind sharp as you age. Keeping your brain active is like giving it a daily workout. It stays sharp, curious, and ready for new adventures. The Alzheimer's Association says learning new skills can strengthen brain connections, cutting the risk of memory decline by up to 25%. You don't need to tackle complex puzzles or go back to school. Simple, fun activities can make a big difference. Take Betty, a 74-year-old from San Diego who noticed she was forgetting little things, like where she parked her car. It worried her, so she decided to try something new. Each morning, she spends 30 minutes with a crossword puzzle from the daily paper, sipping coffee as she fills in the blanks, She also signed up for a free online class through her local library to learn basic photography, watching short YouTube videos to practice snapping photos of her garden. Within a month, Betty felt more focused and even started sharing her pictures with friends, giving her new stories to tell. You can keep your mind buzzing too, with things you already enjoy or always wanted to try. Set aside half an hour to read a mystery novel, play a card game like solitaire, or learn a new recipe, maybe a hearty soup for cooler days. If you're into crafts, try sketching or knitting something small. Libraries and community centers often offer free workshops like memoir writing or even birdwatching basics to spark your interest. Betty found her crosswords and photography didn't just help her memory, they made her feel proud, like she was growing every day. Even chatting with a neighbor about a news story or jotting down a memory can flex your brain. The key is to mix it up. Try a new word game one day, flip through a history book the next. Those 30 minutes aren't just about staying sharp. They're about keeping life exciting and full of possibilities. You're not too old to learn or have fun. Your brain loves a challenge at any age. Start tomorrow with one small activity, like a puzzle or a quick lesson online, and watch how it lights up your day with confidence and curiosity. 6. Help others. Giving a hand to someone else can fill your heart with purpose and chase away loneliness, no matter how small the gesture. The AARP reports that volunteering just a few hours a week can lower your risk of depression by 40% while building new connections that make every day brighter. It's not about grand acts. It's about sharing a bit of your time and kindness. Take Alice, an 82-year-old from Detroit who felt aimless after retiring from her teaching job. Her days felt empty, with fewer visits from family and friends. Then she started helping out at a local community center, reading stories to kids for 2 hours every Thursday. It wasn't a big commitment, but seeing those little faces light up gave her a reason to smile. She also began checking in on her neighbor, dropping off a homemade batch of cookies now and then, which led to cozy chats over tea. Those moments didn't just help others. They reminded Alice she still had so much to offer. You can find your own way to give back, no matter your energy level. Spend an hour a week sorting donations at a food pantry, or call a friend who might need a listening ear for 10 minutes. If getting out is tough, write a letter to a grandkid sharing a favorite memory, or join an online group to share gardening tips. Community centers and libraries often list volunteer opportunities, like tutoring or helping at a book sale that fit your schedule. Alice found her storytime sessions and cookie deliveries weren't just kind deeds. They brought her new friends and a sense of belonging. Even a quick smile and a compliment to a stranger at the store can lift both your spirits. Helping others doesn't take much, just a willingness to share what you've got, whether it's wisdom, time, or a warm hello. Those couple of hours a week aren't just about doing good. They're about feeling needed and connected to the world around you. Try one small act of tomorrow, like calling someone who's been on your mind, and see how it warms your day with meaning and joy. 7. Maintain healthy eating habits. Eating well as you age isn't just about staying healthy. It's about having the energy to enjoy your days and feel your best. The National Institutes of Health says a diet rich in vegetables and fruits can lower your heart disease risk by 20%, giving you more strength for walks, hobbies, or time with friends. You don't need to overhaul your kitchen. Just make small, smart choices each day. Take Harold, a 76-year-old from Phoenix who used to lean on fast food, leaving him sluggish and low on energy. He decided to try something different, starting his mornings with a bowl of oatmeal topped with a handful of blueberries, about half a cup. For lunch, he added a simple salad with spinach and tomatoes, and twice a week, he grilled a 4-ounce piece of salmon for dinner, savoring the flavor with a squeeze of lemon. After a month, Harold felt more alert, his digestion improved, and he even enjoyed cooking again. You can start where you are with foods you like. Swap out chips for a sliced apple, toss some greens into your sandwich, or sip water instead of soda. A trip to a local farmer's market can inspire you with fresh carrots or strawberries to nibble on. Aim for a couple of servings a day. If cooking feels like a chore, keep it simple. A peanut butter toast breakfast or a microwave steamed broccoli side takes just 5 minutes. Harold found that his new eating habits weren't about strict rules. They were about feeling good, like fueling up for a better day. Community centers sometimes offer free nutrition talks, or you can pick up recipe cards at the grocery store for quick ideas. Those small swaps, a bowl of cereal with fruit, a handful of nuts, aren't just meals. They're your way of caring for yourself. Even one healthy choice a day, like adding a banana to breakfast, can make a difference. It's not about perfection, but about giving your body what it needs to keep up with your life. Tomorrow, try a new veggie with lunch or a piece of fruit for a snack, and notice how it lifts your energy and mood by the afternoon. 8. Nurture your mental health through hobbies. Picking up a hobby you love can be like a daily dose of joy, easing stress and sparking creativity as you age. The Mayo Clinic says creative activities lift the mood for 75% of older adults, helping you feel refreshed and engaged. It's not about being perfect, it's about finding something that makes your heart sing, even for a little while each day. Take Evelyn, a 77-year-old from Denver who felt restless after retiring. Her days lacked spark until she dusted off an old sketchbook and started drawing flowers from her backyard, spending 30 minutes each afternoon with pencils and paper. She also joined a free knitting class at her community center, making scarves while chatting with new friends. Those moments didn't just pass the time. They gave Evelyn a sense of accomplishment, and she slept better too. You can find your own hobby, whether it's something you've always done or a new adventure. Try sketching for half an hour, listening to classic rock while tapping your feet, or tending to a potted herb on your windowsill. If you like crafts, weave a bracelet or paint a small canvas. Local libraries often have free workshops to get you started. Evelyn found her drawings and knitting weren't just fun. They gave her stories to share and a reason to smile. If getting out is hard, pop on a YouTube video to learn calligraphy or try arranging photos in a scrapbook. Even humming along to a favorite tune for 15 minutes while sorting old postcards counts. The key is to pick something that feels like you, whether it's gardening a few tomato plants or strumming a ukulele. Those 30 minutes a day aren't just a pastime. They're your chance to create, unwind, and feel proud of what you can do. Community centers might offer classes like pottery or birdhouse building, or you can borrow a how-to book from the library. It's about rediscovering what lights you up, no matter how small it seems. Tomorrow, set aside a half hour to try a hobby, maybe doodle a tree or water a plant, and see how it brightens your mood by bedtime. 9. Use technology to connect and learn. Technology might seem tricky at first, but it's a simple way to stay close to loved ones and keep your curiosity alive as you age. According to Pew Research, 61% of folks over 65 now use smartphones, helping them feel less alone and more engaged with the world. You don't need to be a tech wizard. Just a few minutes a day can open new doors. Take Clara, a 79-year-old from Chicago who missed her family after they moved far away. She learned to use FaceTime on her tablet, spending 15 minutes each week video chatting with her grandkids, laughing over their school stories. She also started watching YouTube videos to learn how to bake cookies, following along with easy recipes that filled her kitchen with sweet smells. Those small steps made Clara feel connected and excited about trying new things. You can dip your toes into technology too, starting with what feels comfortable. Set aside 10 or 15 minutes to call a friend using your phone's video feature, or browse a Facebook group about gardening to swap tips with others. If you're curious, watch a short video on something fun, like arranging flowers or fixing a creaky door. Libraries often offer free classes to teach basics, like sending emails or exploring apps, so you're never alone in learning. Clara found her FaceTime calls and baking videos weren't just new skills. They brought her family closer and gave her fresh ideas to share. If you've got a smartphone or tablet, try texting a photo of your morning coffee to a friend, or listen to a podcast about history for a quick mental boost. Even flipping through old family pictures online counts. Those 15 minutes a day aren't just about screens, they're about staying in touch and keeping your world wide open. You don't have to master everything. Just pick one small thing, like a video call or a quick browse, and build from there. Community centers might have tech buddies to guide you, or ask a grandkid for a quick tip. Tomorrow, spend a few minutes texting someone or watching a how-to clip and notice how it makes your day feel fuller and more connected. In general, living alone as you age doesn't mean settling for loneliness. Your days can brim with purpose and joy through 10 simple habits. From chatting with a friend to savoring a morning walk, practicing gratitude, or learning a new recipe, these small choices build a life that's rich and rewarding. Research shows that staying connected and active can boost your mood by 40%, proving it's never too late to thrive. You don't need to change everything at once. Just pick one habit, like calling a loved one for 5 minutes or sketching for 15. Those moments add up, turning quiet days into opportunities for growth and warmth. You've got the power to shape your life, no matter the years. Start tomorrow with a single step, a quick walk, a kind word, and watch your world light up. Share your story with someone, and let's keep the joy growing.